Hey, my friend, walk the talk. Walk the talk. Something that I'm gonna do later on in this Mastermind Podcast Challenge Season 2, including obviously this shortcast, is that I'm gonna train you to be a better personal developer example for others. And this is not something new. When I did the Mastermind Podcast Challenge Season 1 back in 2018 and 2019, I think, or maybe it was 2020. No, I think 2018 and 19. I did a couple of episodes in that challenge. It was only Spanish, by the way. So, yes, you need to learn Spanish to listen to those. But I did two episodes specifically for people that wanted to become what I am today. Because one of the things that I am noticing with personal developers, as people that listen to this content, that practice the techniques, that practice meditation, that systematically improve your life, periodically implement new courses, new books, to expand your perspective, and you have this relentless hunger to grow, to expand, to transform, to transmute, and you want to create the best life as possible, to create the greatest destiny as possible. One of the things that I have been noticing with this type of people is that one day after crazy work in this personal development journey, you start becoming an example for others. Have you noticed this in your life? Maybe if you are just starting out in this journey, you have not noticed this. But if you have been working with yourself, maybe 1 year, 2 years, 3 years or more, it's inevitable. People will want to follow you. People will start to asking you for advice because you start to develop wisdom. You start becoming the greatest version of yourself, and that is a vibration. That is a vibration that people can see, that people can feel, and that people gravitate towards in order to heal, because you become a unification factor. You become a conjunction principle in reality. You help people unite. You help people to become whole. You help people just with your presence sometimes, just with your consciousness sometimes. You help people to become more integrous with themselves. So back in the day, in that podcast, in that challenge, I did 2 episodes like just trying to convince those students that they should aspire to become a mentor for others, and that they should aspire to become teachers one day in your own form. You don't need to do it as I do it. I do videos like crazy. I'm doing right now like 7 videos per day. I do podcasts like crazy, 1 per day every week right now in the Mastermind Podcast Challenge Season 2. I write a lot. This is my style because this is my personality. But what I am suggesting is that you will find your own style of teaching. Maybe for you will be through music. Maybe for you will be through movies. Maybe for you will be through fitness. Maybe for you will be through books. I don't know. You do you. But the point is that I think it's imperative for the personal developer to become the mentor in one part of his journey, to become the one that is spreading the love. Remember, this path is not about yourself. You are going to disappear if you're doing this path well, because your ego will become the universal ego, and when you are the universal ego, you are everything. So this path is more about the multiverse instead of yourself. So how you can give back to the multiverse? How can you give back to the community? How can you give back to the world? That is a question that you need to be asking yourself every day, every waking moment in your personal development journey. Because this is not a personal development journey. This is a multiversal development journey. Because when you transcend the personal, you go to the multiverse. And with the multiverse, I mean the everything that can exist, everything that can happen, everything that you can be, your whole potential. So that is your path, and that is what I'm trying to inspire you. That is what I am trying to implement in your mind. So one of the things that I will be doing for now on, not in every episode, but in a couple of episodes with more consistency, is to teach you how to be a better mentor and to teach you how to be a better teacher for others. And this is going to be one of the shortcasts for doing this. And I call it Walk the Path. Walk the Path. What I mean by this? Well, there is a very natural tendency in personal development teachers that we want to help people so much that sometimes we speak about things that we don't know too much, or we may speak about techniques or philosophies or paradigms or spiritual perspectives that we are kind of familiar, but we don't have all the details, and sometimes we lack direct experience towards that thing. You see, I will give you one example on my own life. I know that I don't have a direct experience yet with the Kabbalah. Yes, I have read a little bit about it, and I have listened a couple of videos about it, but I don't feel like I have mastered the Kabbalah in any way. That is for me kind of potential. And maybe in 1 year from now, I will be doing more episodes about it because I will master it. I decided that I will master it, you see. But that for me is a process. So sometimes I mention the Kabbalah and I feel split it inside because I know that I am not integrous with that concept because I haven't walked the path. So I do not mention the Kabbalah very often. I sometimes do it only to illustrate a very small point, and then I go back to talk about another paradigm. For example, the chakras that I do have direct experience, or maybe Christianity, Muslim paradigms, or maybe alchemy that I do have direct experience. You see. So that is how I am trying to walk my path. I know that the Kabbalah, and another thing that I know that I don't have a lot of direct experience is with astrology. Although I sometimes may refer something about astrology, I don't feel grounded in consciousness. You see? So that's why so many people ask me, "Oh, Derek, why you don't talk about astrology in your podcast?" Because I have some experiences, yes, but I don't dominate the subject too much. I need to be real. I need to be honest with you guys. I am not trying to be Derek Israel know-it-all. He has studied all. I haven't studied all. I just have studied certain things very good, but others I have not. Now, astrology and the Kabbalah are two systems that are on my list, and I will be getting more wisdom on them, later on. But before I can give you advice on those areas, I need to walk the path. You see, I need to have the direct experience in order for me to be total, in order for me to be powerful, truthful in my advice to you, in my recommendations to you, in this podcast, and also with my individual clients. Let me give you another example. I was thinking about doing an episode on this podcast and I will do it in the future. It will be called The Wheel of Life. The Wheel of Life. And that is a very powerful exercise. It's a very practical exercise for life transformation that I learned when I was getting certified on my coaching. Well, I am lying. I learned it before coaching, but I knew that it was from the coaching industry, life coaching. So I did it before I certified as a coach, but the thing is that I was about to record the podcast just to make you do the exercise, to explain the exercise to you and for you to do it because I know it's transformative. But I realized that I didn't complete the exercise myself. And I just went to the exercise a couple of days ago and I looked through the papers and I noticed that I only completed like a 70% of the whole exercise. 30% is missing. Why? Well, I think that I hit in that exercise kind of an unconscious blockage. And that is something very common. When you are doing a personal development exercise, sometimes if you need to integrate something that is very painful, your mind will find a way to create an excuse for you to not complete the task. And for me, in that moment, I think that I was working on that like 1.5 years ago. I just stopped and I said, I will do it later, blah, blah, blah. I procrastinated. I never finished the exercise. So then I realized I cannot speak about this exercise to my students in the podcast if I haven't finished the whole exercise. I don't have the direct experience yet completed. So I discard the idea to present this episode until I finish the exercise. And now I am committed to finish the exercise. I may do it maybe in this couple of days. And then I will be able to present the idea maybe next month to you. Okay? But I need to walk the path. I need to walk my words. I need to act my advice. You see? My advice cannot be empty for you. Now, I recommend that you go to Google and you look and you search for the Wheel of Life exercise. Just write that. Do your own research and do it yourself. Don't wait for the episode. Don't wait for me to give you all the answers. Be proactive. That is part of being a personal developer. You are a proactive creature, a proactive individual. So demonstrate leadership and do it by yourself. And then when I do the episode, you just come to the episode and you have more context on it. So that is the basic advice on this podcast, folks. Like when you are in personal development, you are going to become a mentor. And when you are a mentor, you need to make sure that whatever advice you are giving to people, you have a direct experience with that, because if not, your advice will be empty and sterile and you don't know all the story. And I know that different people will react different to different techniques. And different people will react different to different strategies and exercises. Yes, there's always a random variable in every operation in a system. We call that chaos theory. But you can diminish that chaos if you can implement a little bit of order. How do you implement a little bit of order? Well, you walk your path. You walk your words. You develop a direct experience on the thing, and only then you recommend the thing. So if you don't know how to do Qigong, don't recommend Qigong. If you don't know how to do Kundalini yoga, don't recommend people to do it. Just go and do it yourself. Practice yourself. Walk the fire yourself. Read the book yourself. I almost never recommend books that I haven't read. Sometimes I do it and I don't feel good. But you need to walk the path. This is critical for you to become a better master, a better personal development yourself, and a better teacher for others. So make this an objective in your life. So this was Dr. Derek Israel. Leave a comment below if you like this idea about me teaching you how to become a better master. And also leave a comment below telling me what areas, all right, what dimensions of your life as a master or as a future master you would like to learn more about. And in that sense, I will have more context, more information, more data on how to orient my content for you and to be better servant to you, to be a better helper, better teacher, a better guru. All right. So remember that you can donate on Patreon and support this work to remain completely free. And that link is on the description. Thank you for everyone that is donating in Patreon. You can start by just $5 per month. Link on description. Join our Telegram group. The link is in the description. It's completely free. And also visit the store in derekisrael.com. There you will have access to all my courses of self-transformation. You will have access also to my coaching service, to my spiritual guru service, and my psychotherapy service as well. And you can hire me for personalized work with you for transformation, transubstantiation, transmutation, and everything that ends in Asian. Maybe not. I see you in the next one.